All right. How's it going? Cool conversations with the Dante is cool. As always, my guest today is very special. Can you tell the people, can you introduce yourself to the people?
Yo, it's Hanz from Newport News, Virginia, but the Dante is cool.
And we're hanging out today, man.
Yeah.
So you have a show today, correct?
Yep. The High Up show. It's a mix of High Five and Made Up. So High Five was me and Jouse. So back in 2015, we had a little group going on, and we would make music together. We called it High Five, and now they got Made Up.
Yeah.
And now we're all just meshing it together and we call it High Up. So
I love it.
yeah, we're gonna do some tracks tonight, have some fun, and gonna boogie.
Word. So you were saying how you and Jelf had a group, and you said like 2015 or whatnot?
Yeah, but I've known Josh since I was in high school, probably like 2010.
Word.
We were both in another group at the time as well. I was in SOG, he was in SHF.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of knew about each other, and then we graduated. Moving forward, now I think this is when I lived in Richmond back in 2015 is when we started making even more music together. That's when I started like kind of linking up with him. It would just be me and him, so it was just like, oh, we should just put a name on what we're doing, and that's when High Five became a thing. So
even before all that, where did like art and music really start for you in your life?
Art and music, it started when I was b-boying. Mm-hmm. I think b-boying has always been at the forefront of everything I've ever done. I used to live in Brooklyn when I was young. Mm-hmm. I was a military child, so we moved around. So the only other place I ever lived in my life is New York. Yeah. And so I picked up some moves there. I was breakdancing in elementary school. I remember that. People knew me for that. People knew me for fucking spinning on my head on the bathroom floor, son. That's grimy.
He's getting it in, though.
That's grimy, son. When I look back, I thought I was doing something, but really it was just like, bro, you're spinning on your head in the bathroom, son. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like residue on top of your head. Really chill.
No, that's fucking hilarious. So, I be seeing in, because, you've been out in New York or whatever, I'm seeing you on the, what page is it that you...
Watching New York.
Yeah, that shit is fly as fuck. So where would you say you got your style from?
Man, honestly, like, just walking around New York like that, it's literally like a fucking catwalk out there, like... And it's like you see different outfits and pieces of fashion, and then you realize like there's so many different elements to it now, and it's like, and I also work at a boutique. Yeah. So it's just like I'm starting to get into different parts of fashion, like proportions, fabrics, like different textures, brands, stuff like that. So it's just like really just the things I'm seeing and I'm interested in around me on, whether I be like scrolling through the internet or just walking throughout New York, stuff like that. So yeah,
that's fucking dope. You got any anything that you've been working on lately?
Man, honestly, the music, I'm not as I wouldn't say consistent. That's not the right word. But as far as like me making my own music, it's slowed down a little bit just because I've been getting into different things with music, because now like I've been getting more into DJing, and because I think I'm at a part of my life where I really want to be more hands-on about like making music and performing and doing things in front of people. Even like when I was performing with just a mic, at these shows in Virginia, I'm like, man, like it'd be dope to see me like also incorporate something else, whether it be like DJing while I'm performing. So now I'm just practicing different things and just like trying to piece it all together. Mm-hmm. I mean, but other than that, it's like I've done projects for like I've been getting into NFTs. That's kind of a big thing in New York.
Please speak on that. That's lit. I'm ready to hear.
So I'm just learning like everybody else right now. It's still like a process. I've been on YouTube University trying to like figure out like what it is about this, and I know there's like definitely some jargon and things you have to understand, but as far as like what I've done so far, it's just like I've worked on a project with Brauhaus. They're based out of New York, and they had a short film, and within the short films it had pieces of an NFT, so maybe like 5, you know what I mean? So it's like basically they took 5 different segments of this video and then turned those 5 different segments into like NFTs, and they're like basically looping over and over again. You could purchase them. What I did for that short film was I produced half of the film. I scored pretty much like half of the film in there, so you can see it on Vimeo. It was on the Vimeo staff pick, and pretty much, you know, we're auctioning it, the NFTs. I know it's been in Berlin. It's supposed to be auctioning also in Greece, LA, and then New York. So still looking for some buyers. You know what I mean? It's all new to everybody. So it's also dope to say it was one of the first dance NFTs where they incorporated music, dance, and film all together. So maybe that'll like encourage people to like tap into it. So
how did you get into NFTs? Like where did that start for you? So
out in New York, there's always like events going on with NFTs. I met a bunch of people working in the studios that are shout out to Key and Needle, shout out to JT and Jason. Those 2 people definitely got me in the loop with people who do NFTs. So there's a whole like community out there of people who are into this, and pretty much they'll post a flyer, you pull up to these events, chop it up to these folks, tell them what you do. I'm sure you'll click with somebody, and you know, somebody will link you to somebody else or whatever it is, and then you just go from there. Like I, you know, work more on the like the artistic part of the NFTs, because I don't understand all that other shit quite yet. You know, I should, but I don't. You know what I mean? I
like
just like doing the
new
art.
To everybody.
So
how long was the production of that? Because that sounds like something that's just like so different and almost random, but not random. Like I don't have any sort of gauge for how long something that would take.
So on their side, I'm not sure. I'm sure it took months, because you know, they had to film it, edit. They had the music already, and the original story was that they also had where my song is not placed on the short film. They had someone else's song there. The artist's name Earth Eater. So shout out to her. She's really dope. If y'all don't listen to music, go peep that. I think she's based out of New York. But pretty much, you know, things didn't really work out as far as getting her music on there. So they hit me up. I produced the tracks, and that took about, I had to do that pretty quick. That was a month, but that was a very like nerve-wracking month, because just through the quality of the video alone, I was like, man, like this is serious. Like this is probably something really serious I'm about to get myself into, and therefore like I want to make sure like I'm bringing everything I can to the table. So yeah, it didn't take that long. Maybe long on their part, but for me it was like a month. And but it was like I was going hard trying to figure this shit out. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. So.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a big ass project.
It was a big ass project, yo. I was like fucking smoking 5 blunts to the face after that shit was done. I was like, damn, that shit was a lot to deal with. Yeah.
No, that's tough. That's tough though. Man, my mind's blown. After where can like I look at it? You said
so I mean, but it kind of like, it was on the Vimeo staff pick page, which pretty much you go to vimeo.com and go under watch, and then it would have been right there. That was probably like 3 weeks ago. So I mean, it's still there. You probably click like to like 3 pages behind, but it's also called Forged in Chaos. Yeah. So if you, I would just say look up Forged in Chaos. If not, definitely the link is in on my Instagram. Yeah.
So what else you got? Cause you're going back to New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what plans you got just in New York in general? You know, like what's the moves?
So pretty much, I'm just trying to make it happen out there, any and every way possible. I think it's definitely opened up a lot more avenues for me as far as being an artist and like what I am interested in. Because of course I think I've gotten in fashion a lot more since I've been out there. DJing, still working at the studio. Again, shout out to Key and Needle. It's in Williamsburg, North 10th Street. If you ever need a record, come holla at me. And yeah, just trying to kick down these doors, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to kick down these doors and like piece together this whole Virginia, New York thing for me, because I think I definitely want like a lot of the homies, you know, to perform out there and just have a space out there. So that's something I think of in the future of like, of what I want to do, is because I just like want to showcase like, yo, we're dope. And I'm telling that to people every day out in New York.
Yeah.
And they're always like, they kind of have an idea that Virginia is dope, but like I kind of reiterate like what's going on out here as far as like the production and the artists and, you know, who came out here, Pharrell's and Timbaland's and all that. So it's like they have an idea, but it's like I want them to know what the fuck is going on out here, because it's like it is really game changing. Like I just feel like we're a little like slept on as a state, and I definitely think our time is coming, and I feel like, you know, I want to be a part of that as well. You know, anywhere I go, I'm still repping VA, and it's like I'm doing these things because in the back of my head, it's for VA, it's for my homies, it's for myself. So that's really like the mission right now.
What's it like? You're saying the VA to New York connection. There's a lot of people that moved up there recently. What's it like seeing somebody from down here, up there? Like, is it like, oh shit, fucking?
Honestly, no, because it's like there was a moment in time, maybe like the first 3 months I was there, where all I was hanging out with was Virginia folks. Whether there was a group that moved up there, or it was like the homies coming up to New York. And it's like, it's so accessible up there. I never felt fully out the loop.
Word,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was still hanging out with Virginia homies. And I'm subleasing a room right now up in Bushwick. Turns out the dude I'm subleasing his room from, he's from Virginia Beach.
Really?
Another dude, my other roommate, he's from Richmond. So it's like, bro, it's really connected. It's like, it's no different, really.
Yeah.
It's like you run into people. I've run into, you know, Sonny, Gabe Niles, who else is up there? Boy Girl, you know, just like Lloyd Vines from out here. So it's just like a lot of different people that are out here just end up being there, and I just never feel fully out the loop, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's sick. I always imagine like seeing somebody be like, oh my God, we're here.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, there's moments like that for sure. I definitely had a moment where I was walking in Manhattan randomly, and I was at an intersection. We're all waiting across the street, and this girl's like, she has like a something in the water t-shirt on, and I'm like, I don't even know what she looks like. I'm just like, hey, yo. I'm like, yo, I fuck with your shirt. Like, I was there. And she turns to me, and she was like, Hanz? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I went to high school with you. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that. I just like your shirt. You know what I'm saying? High school's a blur to me, but
No, yeah, definitely.
you know, but it's like that, bro. It's really no different. There's a big like VA to New York pipeline that's going on, whether you're from Virginia Beach or like, for me, there's a lot of homies from Richmond that moved to New York, you know.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, I'm excited for tonight for you. You know what I'm saying? About to go up, about to go crazy. Is there anything that people should know before we got them peace out and whatnot?
Yeah.
Where to find you?
Where to find
Where
me?
to find your music? Where to, you know, maybe listen out for this coming soon. You know?
Okay, so I guess new things. Slowly working on music right now, but I think what's really good right now is if y'all ever end up seeing me DJ, because right now I'm just like.
And then you said you were the engineering, right? You shouted out. So yeah, go get
always
go,
engineering.
Come on, go get right.
Always engineering, always producing. I think as of lately I've been more on the less of the forefront, but still like going 100%. You know what I mean? So it's just like I have a lot of songs I've done with people, events that I'm going to spin in the future, but just watch out for those. Like, pay attention. This shit's really going down. I feel like everyone I'm around is developing. It's great. We're evolving. Motherfucker. God, we took the, what is that thing in Pokemon that they take when you give the Pokemon a, help me out, Adante. Help me out. Help me out.
The only thing I'm thinking about no is the wrong answer.
That part. You know what I'm saying? No, it's all good. But yeah, y'all, someone in the comments, they're going to know exactly what the fuck I mean. When you give the Pokemon a thing and it evolves, that's what's happening right now for me and everybody else. So it's all love. Shout out to VA, New York, Brooklyn. Hey, Adante, thank you for having me.
No problem.
Yo, it's a blessing. He's done one of my best videos, Dizzy.
Thank you.
That's one of my favorite fucking videos ever. So if you haven't seen that, check that out.
It was a great day. It was a great day.
It was very calm. The sun was pink. It looked like cotton candy. I was like, yo. So yeah, man. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Y'all make sure that you stay fly. You know what I'm saying? Go ask your crush on a date or something. And kiss your loved ones. Good night. Love you guys. Later.